All right, we are up to fly number 17 of 21 from Mike Valla's Tying the Founding Flies. This one is the Shushan Postmaster. It's the third and final Lew Oatman pattern in the book. Now this one was created probably sometime in the 1950s. We know Oatman had an article in Esquire magazine in 1956 talking about the pattern and the man it was named after. And that was Prindle, a pretty well-known character in Shushan, New York, who happened to have been the postmaster there. But it's a pretty simple, elegant little pattern, just fairly standard bucktail. I think y'all are gonna like it. So there it is in the vise, a Shushan Postmaster, the third and final Lew Oatman pattern from Mike Valla's Tying the Founding Flies. Now sizes for this are 4 to 12, so pretty big to pretty small. I'm going on a size 10 because I typically fish smaller streamers. And black thread, just catch it in anywhere in the middle, take it back to the start of the bend. And the tail, just a small slip, mottled turkey feather. So not terribly long, but not insignificant. I'm gonna go about right there. And this will probably bunch up on me. I'll do a loose wrap over the top and then bring it up on this side. See, it's kind of bunched up. You can try to put it back up on top, but it doesn't always work. I don't spend a lot of time or effort on that, but I am going to leave this front piece right here. It'll help thicken the body up just a little bit. Now we want just medium gold tinsel. Now you could use mylar or a metallic. Valla said he prefers the lagarton and metal, but I think this mylar is probably a little bit easier to use and more of us have it. So I'm going to catch it in with the gold side toward the hook. So hopefully when I flip it, we will see the gold side. Okay, when you got that caught into the back, let's bring our thread up to about the middle of the body. And our main body, yellow floss. This is about probably 12 inches, but you might need a little bit more if you're tying it bigger. So we're gonna catch it in right here, kind of in the middle. I'm gonna leave my thread up here, a little bit behind the eye, and I'm gonna wrap it up and then back to where it is right now, and then all the way back to the tail. So what this will do, the front half of the fly, I'll end up with 4 layers, and then the back only 2, which should be enough to, get you the good yellow color, but also get us a little bit of a taper. I'll speed this part up so you don't have to watch it in real time. All right, when you get it back up front, go ahead and catch it off with a couple wraps here. Now, did we get a thicker body up front and a little bit of taper? Yes, sort of, not really. It's still a little bit lumpy, but no worries. We're gonna hide some of that with this rib. So wrap it with the gold side up, evenly spaced, but space it however you want to, depending on how much flash you want on it. Okay, that should be fine right there. I'm going to go ahead and catch this off. And what I like to do with a mylar rib like this is a couple wraps and then fold it back so I can lay a couple more wraps on it and really bind it in. Now we are going to put a throat on it, just a little slip from a red duck or goose is fine. This right here, and I'm going to go ahead and tie it on the underside. And I'm going to try to unmarry them. They probably will become mostly unmarried when you catch them in. And if not, we can do that with our bodkin. So, all right, well, they didn't unmarry too much, but that is just fine. All right, let's snip the excess up front. Now I'm going to take a small tuft of fox squirrel tail. Put it in my stacker for a little bit. You might not have to stack squirrel hair. It is pretty straight, but doesn't hurt. And this is a little bit smaller of a tuft than I had in the fly at the beginning. So I think that one was just a little bit too full. So what I'm going to do, measure the length to the back of that tail. I'm going to cord my thread up. Sometimes doing squirrel, you could put some wax on it. I don't think it's all that necessary. It might help it because it is kind of slippery. but if you don't have too big a tuft, we should be just fine right there. So I got a couple of tight wraps, going forward with a few more, and now I'm just going to lift this up and then try to cut it at an angle so I can get a nice tapered head. All right, that head is a little bit of a mess. I kind of got fibers going up a little farther than I want. So what you can do, just try to push them up with your thumbnail, and we're going to bury them with our thread before we catch in our cheeks. Now the original pattern does call for jungle cock cheeks, so if you have these, yeah, go ahead and use them. I think my cape is about to the end of its useful lifespan, but I've got a few on there that look okay. So a couple wraps on that one, and I'll do the same thing on this side. Okay, take a look at them. Okay, I think they're fine. Now snip the excess, then we'll work on our head. Now we'll do several wraps just to get us a big old streamer head here. Okay, that's plenty of room for our whip finish. Okay, we got any cleanup on this one? Yeah, I don't really like that throat, so I'm just going to try to unmarry these a little bit, and I might even trim a couple of them off, because that's a pretty heavy throat right there. It might be about twice as much as I actually need. But other than that, I think we got a fishable fly. Drop a head cement on it, this thing's good to go. So that's it, my friends. I appreciate you watching. Y'all take care, and we'll see you next time.